Welcome back, my cheesy minions. I have a pretty special match here today against a fellow YouTuber you probably all know, pokeaimMD, and he's a really cool guy. I reached out to him a few days ago, and we decided to actually have a ZU match, and ZU is an unofficial tier below PU. I played it actually before, you might recall. It's really fun, actually, because you get to see like a ton of Pokemon that you're not going to really see anywhere else. Like not even Pokemon that's usable really in PU, so it's actually a really, really fun tier. Pretty much all the lower tiers are, but so this is the lowest one, and yeah, that makes it even more fun. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So right off the bat, you guys are going to notice that we both bringing two under-evolved Pokemon, or not fully evolved, that have really broken final forms due to abilities. Obviously, he's bringing the Contrary Servine. I'm bringing the Speed Boost Combusken, which I also brought against 6-foot hacks in my 1000 battles video. So it's actually the same Combusken. See if I can actually maybe make use of it this time. So, I'm going to go ahead and leave with my Masquerain, which is an NGDL 3 Pokemon that Miami Dolphy owns. But also probably one of the more usable Sticky Webbers in the tier. So, I'm going to get the Intimidate right off the bat on this Kecleon, which is good because it's going to be physical, obviously. Kecleon is kind of a special wall. I don't really know what the set's going to be. I'm thinking maybe a Assault Vest, but either way, I want to get my webs up. So there is a problem with my webs, of course. His Servine is actually going to get a speed boost from them. I do know that, but being able to slow down everything else on his team kind of makes it worth it to me, but I have to make sure I have a plan for Servine. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch into my Combusken now, and I do that because I kind of figure he's going to continue going for the knockoff, and I have the Z move and the resistance, but instead he just switches it up, goes for the Shadow Sneak. He still has the Intimidate on him, so it's not going to do that much to me. And I decided to go for the Swords Dance here on the switch. So in comes the Marini, another, not fully evolved that I saw. And Marini is interesting because it actually has similar defensive capabilities to its evolved form. So it's going to be a massive pain. However, I know if this thing isn't like fully physical defensive, I can actually do really, really nice damage here, even with the resisted Z Flare Blitz at +2. It really depends on his investment, whether he's special or physical. But I figure, I'm not going to get another better chance to do a lot of damage here, except maybe with my Psychic type I brought against this Marini. I would really like to get rid of it because it walls the better half of my team. So it does about half, which means it has some physical defense investment. But I'm just going to go for a regular Flare Blitz now. It should hit it down to low, so that's what I'm kind of hoping for. I go for it, and it does hit it down to red, so that's not bad. I even get the burn, too, so that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to take down my Combusken, so I don't know if that was a right play or not. Maybe might have been nice to keep Combusken around as a fire type for resistances, and maybe to get a late game sweep, but being able to cripple this Marini is definitely not bad either. So I'm going to go to my Credilli, and I just go for the Stealth Rocks. I think he's either maybe going to switch, or he's just going to let Marini die, and he does. He actually wants to get the Toxic here on my Credilli, so that's kind of unfortunate, considering, obviously Credilli is a wall of sorts. But I do get the Stealth Rocks up, and he is going to die to his burn, so the score is now even again, and down goes this thing. But in comes his, under-evolved starter, his second form starter, the Servine. He is going to, of course, get faster due to my Sticky Webs, due to the Contrary ability, and I really want to limit the amount of turns this guy can stay in, so I'm actually going to go for the Toxic myself. I know that the Leaf Storm is going to be a major problem, especially at +1. Thankfully, he misses the first Leaf Storm, which is actually pretty huge for me, because that means he's not going to get that boost quite yet. And, yeah, I do connect with the Toxic, so he's going to have a limited amount of turns in, so I actually end up going into my Masquerain. Masquerain is kind of weak at this point, so I can kind of sank it off, but moreover, it also has the X4 resistance to grass, so I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure I can live one Leaf Storm. He doesn't even have a boost yet, so I'm actually kind of maybe hoping to live two, but no, it's too powerful. After the +2 special attack, that will definitely 2-hit KO my Masquerain, but it does waste 2 turns. I did get that thing Toxic Poisoned, so he's going to waste 2 turns taking out this nearly dead Masquerain, and now I'm thinking about it. I could try to go for the Ice Shard in my Lapras, but I'm not 100% sure it can kill. I probably should have just went for it, but instead I go into Credilli, and I went into Credilli after thinking and looking at my stats. I'm like, okay, this is a special wall Credilli. I should be able to take 1 Leaf Storm, and I do, and that's really all I needed. I needed to just take 1 so I can get a little bit of itty-bitty damage here with Giga Drain, but that is going to put him to the point that he will not be able to survive another Toxic round. So I'm going to limit the Servine to be able to sweep my nearly dead Masquerain and my Credilli. So That's still going to put him at the advantage at the end of this. He's going to have 4 Pokemon to my 3, but limiting Servine's, sweeping potential definitely is worth it, because otherwise the thing could have really done some massive damage. So down it goes, and I'm actually going to go out into my Electivire. I end up getting this Kecleon, which is what I wanted. Being my Electivire is my really only hard-hitting physical Pokemon left. He's going to go and take that free Fake Out, which I really can't do anything about, sadly. And now that he's not intimidated, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of damage there, and that kind of blows, but I know I'm going to be faster. I mean, actually, Electivire is one of the faster Pokemon in the tier anyway, but I also have the Sticky Webs up, and it's actually faster than Zoroark, who isn't affected by Sticky Webs. I just go for the Cross Chop, and now that I know I am faster, I am max speed here, so I'm just going to go for a Ice Punch to finish this guy off. I am a Life Orb set this time. I was thinking about taking maybe the Band or something, but no, I'm going to be able to take care of that Oricorio, which is nice. But in comes the Golem now, and I'm thinking, okay, what if this thing is like Custop? I really just need to break the, I need to break his sturdy ability without hitting him down. So I'm going to go for it. He does have the weakness policy, so it's not Custop. That's kind of interesting, having the weakness policy, considering how slow it is, but I guess it works out, because he's going to be able to go for the Earthquake. And honestly, this was probably a misplay. I could have went maybe into... I should have went into one of my other Pokemon to take that hit, because I did want to keep Electivire around for the Kecleon, who is now going to be a major problem. So I'm just going to go to my Lapras. I am faster thanks to the Sticky Web. Just going to go for the Surf now. This is an Assault Vest Lapras, not going to help me too much against Kecleon or this Golem, so down it goes. And he has this Kecleon and Silvally left. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I know his Silvally type yet either, so either way, I decide, obviously, to take the Fake Out here on Lapras, and I was really thinking about going out now into my, Gothitelle, because I didn't know what the 4th move was, but I end up just going for the Surf to see how much damage it would do, and it ends up being bad, because his last move is Drain Punch, which I was kind of worried about, but at the same time, I hadn't seen it, so I'm like, maybe he doesn't have it? No, he does, and that's really bad, because I could have taken that really, really well on my, on my Gothitelle, and now I just have to switch out into Gothitelle. Yeah, and that was unfortunate for me. That was bad for me. I knew it probably carried Drain Punch, and yeah, he's actually going to switch up to Shadow Sneak just to finish off Lapras, which obviously even worse, because that's going to be super effective damage on Gothitelle. This is a Specs Gothitelle. I'm just going to go for a Psychic. It doesn't do anything to this Kecleon, man. Kecleon has a ton of special defense, and he obviously is carrying the Assault Vest. He's going to knock off my Specs. What I really should have done was go straight into Gothitelle, because I knew the Drain Punch was probably going to come. I don't know why I didn't. I should have went into Gothitelle and then tricked the Kecleon at Choice Specs, and then tried to finish the game off with a Lapras, is what I really should have done, but I didn't, and either way, that was a great game there. Pokeaim, I will have to get the next one. But yeah, ZU is still a really, really fun tier and all that, so yeah, thanks for playing with me. And today's question of the day, oh, if you haven't checked him out, make sure you check him out, link in the description. Today's question of the day has to do with a new region in our lives, and that is the Galar region of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And today's question of the day is, what are your thoughts about the Galar region? Or what are your hopes and dreams? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, it's obviously based on Great Britain. And you have, like, that London area. It's interesting they have the mountainy area on the top. But it's a very diverse-looking region, and it looks like it's going to be incredibly fun to explore. So I have high hopes for this one. I was kind of waiting for a Pokemon game based in a Europe-based location for a while, other than, France, but I think this one's going to be pretty cool. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later, cheesy minions. Bye.